happy Halloween, Seven Deadly Sins.
Halloween.
Halloween again.
So,
Happy birthday
A
to my
lot of
dad.
us are technically in costumes.
yeah. So, happy...
I'm wearing something spooky.
It works. Last session... Oh god, there goes my thing. Happy Halloween, 7 Days. Okay. Happy... Oh god, you can see I'm really tired. Happy Halloween, everyone. Last session, we had quite the escapade, with some dragon drow shenanigans. Unfortunately for the party, most of their first dragon experience, outside of Isaac and PJ, was out of necessity for survival.
Yes.
So, the party kind of vanquished the foe that had been getting in their way of their ability to cast magic, and continued through a trap in which they came out alive, and then found themselves right at the start where they had begun long ago, except there was something a little different. There was a new hallway and tracks, familiar tracks, of your party members, and you guys kind of put together a bit of a scuffle that had taken place, followed them, and found that the tracks led to the Underdark Drow City. Did anyone remember who anybody rolled a high enough history check to know the name of the city? I
don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think anyone rolled for it.
You might have told us, but like I think I might have because I learned some like
You did. Athena is the name of it. I'm gonna double check that I have that name correct.
Remember, we did roll for like history of the place and learning about the deity there.
Yes, so I assume you probably would have known the name of the city itself. But basically, you kind of took on this guise and discovered that your two friends, Umber and Ruby, had been enslaved by the matriarchal Drow Society and were being auctioned off. Kind of playing up the role, you also discovered it being sold in the auction was an old familiar face, coated in dirt and grime to the point of being unrecognizable from starvation and torture. Andrew Jude. Familiar face to PJ and just by a picture for the rest of you. You played the role, buying both Umber and Ander. However, as payment, you use gold pieces and a trade of your paladin fighter hybrid Ash and
Yep.
Ash and Ruby are currently enslaved together, while the party kind of sauntered away into an alleyway right before their spells.
I am waiting for just a signal.
Okay.
Is basically like
you'll know it.
I was not told that I was not told a plan. I'm just assuming that there is a plan.
So
I don't even know there's a plan to begin with. I don't even know.
Yeah, reaching an alleyway under cover just in the nick of time before various disguise spells dropped. Isaac climbed up to get a better vantage point, and PJ had a moment of reconnection with this old family friend.
We just need a fully moment. She's like, Uncle Andy, it's me! And then Andrew starts crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what would you guys like to do?
So the thing is that I should stress for Umber, like, you know that we're here to rescue you, but also like we're using magic to disguise ourselves. So make of that what you will.
Do I know? Can I tell if this is a DM? Can I tell if this is like comfortable magic or like?
Ooh, roll an Arcana check. Arcana or religion for me.
For reference, last session I like dropped my foot for like 1 second.
Yeah.
To show you that.
But it was already running out of time anyway, so it would have fallen away.
Yeah.
Also, PJ is apparently, according to a certain member of our party, a very beautiful woman.
Okay.
I'm not going to add the second comment for their own sake.
That's a 14.
14. You're unsure. It's a little bit too you're a little too scared, and especially after the given circumstances of being knocked out and enslaved and just like things happening so quickly, you're unsure of the nature of this magic. It's complicated because it did rescue you from that scary situation. You have some twisted feelings about it. You're very conflicted.
Is this good or bad? I look at Kamir.
So am I Kamir now, right now?
Yeah, your guys would have
Okay.
dropped because it lasted about an hour, and the hour has kind of ceased.
That's a bit of a... Let's go with you guys. You're safe now because of it.
But is it good or bad? I know I'm safe. I'm here.
Most magic isn't
Look,
inherently
can we
good
please
or
talk
bad.
about... Look, can we please talk about this later? We're kind of not in a
Busy.
good spot right now. 'Cause
I don't think it'd be a good idea to bring Ander along in our endeavors, but we don't really have a safe place to put him per se.
yeah, exactly. I don't think until we get out of the Underdark, I don't think we're...
Hold
And
on.
I suppose
Say
if we
any
had
of us
maybe
are safe.
we could dimension door maybe, but that doesn't sound like it would work.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
What?
I'm sorry, just a bit of an inquiry. Are you discussing what you're to do with me? Why I'm right in front of you? Is that a normal thing?
The
We don't
plan
want you
was
getting
that...
captured again, and
My
we
plan-
don't need
yeah.
you getting lost in the maze to die.
The plan was we were going to get you out of here, but PJ was the one that...
Right. Ugh. It's all a bloody mess, isn't it?
You could say that again.
Where's the
No blood.
the male drow?
He's... PJ, what did you tell Isaac to do?
Don't tell Isaac anything.
Isaac will do whatever
I
Isaac
just
does.
mentioned, hey, Isaac isn't here. I originally told Isaac to pickpocket some people while we're inside the place, but they didn't seem like they wanted to, although, given the circumstances, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to blow this whole thing up.
I don't think pickpocketing is probably the best case scenario.
I
Currently,
mean, we could
I don't
just
think
use,
doing
50,000
whatever- I don't-
pieces and one of our friends to get you and, well,
I don't think... You know what?
we did just lose a
I'll
great
be- I'll
ton
be
of
like-
money and one of our friends.
PJ, you could protect these guys for now, right?
Child. to
Will you
protect
guys be okay without me?
Okay, PJ, I just want to check on Isaac real quick. I want to make sure we're on the same page, because I don't want chaos to ensue and for us to not know what we're doing.
Well, I can check on him.
and with that,
I'm-
oh, sorry, go ahead.
You go find him. I'll keep these people safe.
Umber,
Ember, you might as well just stay with us.
Oh.
And you notice that
Isaac
PJ
just
does
doesn't
not
know
look
you.
happy about the decision.
Isaac just doesn't know you as well as we do. We've been around him longer, so I feel like he would be more inclined to listen to me.
Well, how will he know me if he doesn't get the chance to meet me?
Honey,
I'll be
you're
right
sweet
back.
enough.
And I
as
start
it
like
is.
climbing.
Also, Isaac and
I
Umber
start like
have met.
climbing up.
Yeah.
I know they've met, but I just
Yeah.
like
You're
my
good, I get
argument
it.
is.
I get you.
I just go. I'll be right back, and I start climbing up.
All right,
the
go
ladder
roll
that
an
Isaac
athletics
was
check
climbing
for me.
up. Okay.
Can I start climbing up after him?
Roll an athletics check for me.
He's just gonna pull you down. No.
No, come on.
Okay.
Let
Are
them
you
have their
kidding me?
fun.
I don't know if you
Let
want to
them
do
have
that.
their
I know
fun.
I'm barbarian.
Just let Umber join in the chaos.
I rolled a
PJ
4 anyway.
4.
They get us all killed. That's on you.
4.
I rolled. Hold on. 23.
23. PJ, roll a contested athletics check for me.
Okay.
I almost rolled an at 20. It's like. Well,
And that 1 for a 2.
Okay, so PJ, you attempt to grab Umber, but instead reach up and accidentally grab the back of Kamir's horn and pull him down as he skids and falls flat on his ass. While Umber, you kind of very easily, there's like this intricate, almost like sighting into the part of the wall that's sort of like, it looks kind of like a gargoyle, but if it was a giant spider.
PJ's gonna try to make it look like he meant to do this. Like, Eve, you forgot to make yourself into a woman again.
Roll a deception check.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna matter.
It'll
I'm
be
not,
worse
like,
if
going-
and you get caught.
I'm gonna look
19.
down.
pretty-
I'm just gonna.
I would
look
imagine
up.
Isaac's in a discreet location from here.
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
even
you wanna be a
Okay.
woman.
Okay. So, Umber, you continue to climb up the side of the wall.
PJ and Kabir are just bickering when Umber's like already up in the top.
Yeah.
Hello.
You don't seem to be noticed, Umber.
Seem to be noticed. Keyword.
You kind of climb up the side of the wall and make your way up, and Isaac, you jump a bit as you hear the stone next to you change, and you can see that there's a barrel pointed right at your head, Umber, as you come upward, and Isaac, then you recognize a familiar face.
At least give me a warning next time. I'm working. Thinking about my offshoots here. So, here's what my thought is. Can I look through the scope and try and look at the auctioneer, see if she's like looks like she's concentrating on a spell?
Yes, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Is that? Can I give him advantage?
I'll say it's because it's out of the scope, and it's sort of like, it's just like you solely looking. I'll just give you just a straight roll, so I don't think you can aid with that, unfortunately. So just a straight roll, Isaac, for me.
That is a 23.
23. Okay. Isaac, you kind of narrow your sight and look through, peering through the scope. And as you look out, you can see quite the scene is beginning to take place. Excuse me. You notice that there's a little bit of hustle and bustle and movement beginning to take place in the crowds. People are getting a little anxious for it to get started. And you see that the woman who wields the silver whip, she doesn't seem to be concentrating on anything. But as she sort of steps up, she begins to kind of ready herself to step up onto the podium. And as she does, she cracks the whip, and all of the chains tighten up.
Okay.
And fall into line. And you see that she begins to, she kind of taps her vocal cords, and you can see a spider come from the back of her throat.
Whoa! Look.
God, thank God Jeremy's not here.
Yeah.
I think only I see this side of everyone. I'm like, okay.
And
Okay.
she kind of takes it and holds it in the palm of her hand, and it seems to make her voice boom. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay, you do not understand what she's saying. Does anybody here speak Undercommon?
Nope.
No.
Aries used to.
You
You
did?
did? Undercommon, I don't think.
But didn't he, I thought who spoke Undercommon? I thought someone spoke Undercommon.
It might have been Trinellis.
Trinellis did not.
No? Okay.
Because he
So,
lived on
but
someone
does it look
spoke
like the
Undercommon.
whip is what's controlling making the chains do the chain thing?
Roll an Arcana check.
I'm
Enough.
good at this.
Do I see anything about this? Like, do I
You
just,
see
like,
that there's
Sure.
movement taking place. You don't really have the scope for the ability to do the perception check, unfortunately. You just see there's a lot of
Uh,
bustle.
Weird, Undercommon and not Infernal.
Why would they speak Infernal?
Because wasn't that what they were speaking last time?
No,
No.
they're speaking
No,
Undercommon.
No,
I have
I thought
tongues,
they were
remember?
speaking
Kimir had tongues on him,
Yeah.
Yeah, I had tongues on this.
so he could just understand and be understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a 19.
19. You get the sense that it probably has something to do with the whip, and maybe some kind of divine magic, in
Cool.
tangent with it.
So, here's my thoughts, sir. It looks like the whip is what's doing the chains, is what makes the chains work, kind of. Those chains probably will make it things difficult. Now, I could either deal with the auctioneer now,
As you're
create a whole lot
coming
of
up with this
chaos.
plan, you see the auctioneer steps onto the podium. Diandrea. Tuenta. Diandriga. Ah! And you see that she begins pointing out, and you can see people holding up small
What is it-
kind of
it's like it's
fans.
auctioned right now?
It looks like
it started.
it seems that there's like a first row of what seems to be emaciated mind flayers.
Okay, that means I have time.
What row are
Oh.
Ruby and I in?
Third and final row.
Oh,
Seems,
something you should.
and it seems that
something-
sorry, go ahead.
Should we let Umber know about the stuff that the Mind Flayers told Ruby?
We don't know about that.
I know, but no, I'm just saying, like, should Umber know that?
Should I know?
Umber was unconscious, so no, Umber would not.
Okay.
No.
Got it.
Only I would know the talk that I had with
So-
the
I can
Just
either
curious.
mind flayers.
I can either deal with the auctioneer, maybe make the chains go away and create a whole lot of chaos, or we can wait until Ash and Ruby are bought and deal with the people who just bought them.
You see, as you're kind of coming up with this, also to answer your question, Ash and Ruby are in the third row, and as you look to the people to your right and left, go ahead and roll, I'll say an insight check if you would like to kind of discover the nature of why.
Insights.
Him and I? Or,
Yes, please.
Kenan and I?
Yes, please.
Ooh. Sorry, Ron and I.
16.
Okay. Good.
Plus, what to my roll? That was an awful roll without it, but that would be a 21.
Okay. You look down the
Plus
line.
10, baby.
You can see that these are all cream of the crop. They look to be the strongest looking, and there seem to be the most surface races here. With that, I'm actually
All
going
right.
to get a tissue.
Fine.
You're good.
So, Umber, what do you think?
All right.
I'm curious on how your brain works a little bit.
Well,
Do we... I'll wait until Eric's back.
okay.
Y'all, this decision might make or break this encounter.
Yeah.
Do I create chaos, or do we subtly deal with them after
can-
we
well-
purchase?
I can work with either, but I think
Yeah.
if I'm involved, it's gonna be chaos either way.
Cool.
I
Yeah,
feel
I'm
like
with-
I feel like we
Waiting
have
for
powerful. We're powerful.
Ash
enough
is
that we can
not-
warn-
Ash
Okay.
does not
Also-
vibe with subtle.
Also,
Okay.
I should have mentioned.
Looking for a signal too.
I should have mentioned, Ash, pretty immediately as you were hooked onto the chains, your armor and all of your items were taken from you.
All right,
Oh, you're
Just so you're aware.
including my amulet,
Including your amulet. Everything.
armor, sword.
Everything. The only thing you have on now is a black satin tunic.
All right.
So, the name of
Was
the game is
that
either...
provided for me, or is that just like my undershirt?
It was provided for you. Ruby's also
Would-
wearing the same tunic.
Would I by any chance
Right.
know, like, magic behind the constraints, like the magic behind the handcuffs?
Roll an Arcana check for me.
So,
29.
29.
Great roll.
Okay.
19 plus 10.
Ruby,
Mechanics of my subclass.
you see that the chains themselves seem to be a kind of hold person spell that also has some kind of magic canceling effects. You see that it's sort of it's an abjuration based magic that basically as magic is pumped into it, it grows stronger. So for anybody who tries to cast magic while in said binds, the magic energy will be fed into the chains itself and make them stronger. Sort of
Right.
like how an abjuration shield makes it gets bigger with every abjuration spell that's cast for an abjuration wizard. But yeah, that's kind of the nature that you get from that roll.
Got it.
So, the idea is either chaos now or subtlety later. I'm thinking chaos now.
And as you say that, Isaac, you see that it seems that a lot of the first lineup has been sold,
Okay. All right,
leading into the second line.
real quick, what are your thoughts? Need to know now.
Subtlety. Don't make it obvious. Chaos is bad.
I'm inclined to disagree. Our friend Ash and Ruby specialize in chaos.
You knew this would
I have
happen.
comments, but I can't make them.
We attack them when they're isolated, then we'll have a higher chance of saving them. And we won't hurt
I'll
anybody
have
else.
the backs. I can get everyone from here, and I'm taking my shot.
And you see that she...
Lining up on the drow matron.
Okay.
I'm gonna fuck it. I'm putting everything into this.
Okay.
Sharpshooter.
One
I'm hidden.
shot.
Umber, what do you
12
want?
shots.
I don't
No,
care.
oh, Isaac didn't give a
Another
fuck
dick.
what you wanted. I
Another
just wanted to
dick.
know what your. Isaac wanted to know how your brain works.
That's Isaac for you.
Yeah, I'm putting.
It's just like, okay.
No, Isaac's
So-
just
so,
curious
like,
on
okay,
on
not
how your
making-
brain works. See, Isaac's made up his mind long ago.
It's just
You
like,
know,
okay,
3
no,
grit
not
points
making friends with
for
Umber.
extra damage,
Okay.
sharpshooter feat, all that.
Okay.
As I see Isaac like lining up to fire, can I like grab their shoulder? Stop.
I'll say roll it. Go ahead. Both of you just roll initiative.
If you make him miss, I swear to God, PJ will
If I
never
miss this
forgive you
shot,
if he
you're
finds
fucked.
out. PJ will kill you.
Uh,
Not kill you, but knock you out.
Okay. I rolled
I don't like that face, Zach.
a 16.
23.
23.
Oh,
I
thank God.
hate you.
So,
I have advantage on initiative. Hell of
Umber-
awareness.
Umber, just as you're about to move forward to kind of grab the shoulder of Isaac, you see that his hand has already. His fingers
Pull the
already
trigger.
pulled the trigger.
All right,
Go ahead and roll.
and I am hidden.
You are, so you have advantage.
Great.
How loud is this
And
gunshot,
sharpshooter.
though?
Oh God.
In this
Okay.
in this
Wait,
cavern
third-
of a
okay,
drow
that is a-
city.
Hold on, Aaron. I have to text
30.
you something.
25.
25. Isaac. As you can see the crowd beginning to rumble, kind of conversation taking place, people going back and forth in undercommon. It's a distorted kind of melody of the people that are talking back and forth. You quiet your mind and ready the shot. You intake, setting your aim. And as you exhale, the bullet kind of almost in slow motion moves through the air. You can see almost immediately she is.
Hang on. Since she's surprised, it is a natural 20. It is an automatic crit if it hits. So that is 5d12 because I added
Kamir's
2
like,
points for damage.
Aaron finished her explanation.
Yeah, sorry.
So that is 5d12, 5d6 crit.
Okay. 1d12, 5d6. Great. For that, Umber, could I have a Constitution saving throw? To see if that happens. When you texted me.
Okay.
Oh dear.
What?
Okay, that
Oh, no.
is.
Let's do the damage first,
Mhm.
if that's possible.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You said text it to you?
I said let's do damage first and then
Oh,
say it out
okay.
loud. Yeah.
Cool.
This is suspenseful.
Isaac.
What?
Okay.
So roll damage right now?
Yes, roll damage.
your kill shot.
So this is 5d12 and 5d6 times 2 plus 16.
You better like kick ass. I'm gonna be really disappointed.
I mean, she's dead. It's just what happens
She's
is
dead.
going to be the problem.
She's dead. It's just by how much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
I don't
doing my
know.
magic.
She's got a pretty high.
Unless you roll like all ones.
36, plus 9, 40, hold on, calculator.
Christ. Whoever gave the drow a gun.
I'm not a drow.
He's not a drow.
You look like a drow though. Currently.
For now.
Umber's not smart enough to tell the difference.
Rogues with
Classic.
guns.
Rogues with guns.
Just rogue things. Hashtag.
So that was 150 points of magic piercing damage.
That would kill me.
Isaac,
Would have killed me.
as you unleash the shot. You get her eye. Not dead on. She seems to be holding on by a thread.
I get a second attack.
Okay?
You get a second attack.
Yeah, I'm a fighter.
Can you reload?
It does. I have the guard feat. I ignore reload property. So straight
Bruh.
roll. I don't care about sharpshooter feat.
Just have another bullet
that
in
is
your
20
hand.
That is 23.
23. 23 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That is 14 points of magic piercing.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Is she dead?
We'll see. Oh my god.
Because if she's not, I'm going to action surge and take 2 more shots.
Y'all, I'm currently explaining D&D to my brother, my roommate, one of my roommate's close friends, one of my friends. So,
Guys, my heart is
Experience.
racing so fast right now because I don't know what's going to happen. I've been thinking about this for the past 2 weeks of every way it could go down.
You're putting the wrong link.
I'm not putting the wrong link.
You're putting the link for Underdark 1 hour of creepy or dark creepy.
I
orchestral
am
music
not.
for role-playing.
I am not. I'm putting in the same one, and it's still not working. Fuck me. Okay, I'm trying again.
I clicked the link that you put in, and it takes me to Underdark 1 hour of dark creepy orchestral music for role playing and gaming Dungeons and Dragons
I do not know why
on
it is doing that.
YouTube.com.
I do not know.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Okay, well now it's working.
There we go.
There we
Okay.
go.
Isaac. As you begin to panic with the second shot, seeing that she didn't all the way fall, you take again, and very quickly begin to kind of freak the fuck out, because everything rides on this last shot. And you...
No, it does not. I still have an action surge.
Okay, I'm trying to add drama, okay? Fuck you!
Isaac, you bastard.
Isaac knows that. Isaac's got this and he knows it.
You need to shoot very fast.
Yes. And as you unleash it, you see the bullet hits the other eye, and she falls back. I would like everybody to go ahead and roll for initiative.
Question.
Okay.
Can I
Even
take
if
out
we're
the
not
chain?
there,
Hey, Aaron,
Even for those
let's
who are
show
not
my
there.
roll.
Y'all
You heard that
two
gunshot.
You heard
Yeah,
two gunshots.
We're relatively close to where Isaac is.
Can I show my roll? Aaron?
Yes, what's your roll?
Nobody club.
yeah, nobody club.
Is it a natural one?
That is a natural one.
Well, it's good to have it on initiative at least, because initiative doesn't...
No, that was for the other thing.
Oh,
save.
for the con save. Yeah, you hear, as the gunshot, the two go off, you hear a slight ringing in your ear, as you are currently
I love that
deafened
new effect.
for 1 round.
I rolled the. Oh, we're doing our score sheet, right?
I look around and I tap on Isaac. I start tapping on his shoulder like Profusi.
So, you are deafened for 1
Isaac knows
round.
exactly what's going on.
And you
Isaac knows
so
what's
you have
going
disadvantage on perception checks, immigrants to hearing.
Okay.
Okay. So, 25 to 20.
23.
24.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Okay. 20 to 15.
19.
Okay. 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
8.
8
Who has the higher dex?
You're going first, Ash.
plus 2.
Okay.
0.
Alright. Alright, I think that's everybody then. Okay. As you see her fall back, Isaac, what's your passive perception?
23.
Okay. You look out and you kind of just pick it out in the distance because suddenly, as the shot rang out, you see that chaos took place. And the chains begin to like rattle and move and people are constantly moving out. Some people running away, some people are moving forward. Everybody's scurrying in different directions. And you see a gaunt, skinny mind flare.
Uh-oh.
Their cheeks sort of sunken in, and the tentacles on their face that are just like spindly and long. Their eyes sunken in. Look down at the auctioneer,
Uh-oh.
and you see their mouth unhinge. As you can see what seems to be a toothy maw unleashes, and they sink
I'm
down
okay with this.
onto the skull of the auctioneer. You can see
Okay.
You're
is seemingly almost puppeted to life as the mind flare kind of holds behind her and sort of has its maw synced onto its skull. and you can see that she's just sort of lying there dead, but you can see the whip in his/her hand, and the chains begin to tense up and rattle.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing.
So, Isaac, you're first up on the initiative.
Okay. I don't like that whip being in anyone's possession still. Can I try and shoot it out of the hand?
Sure. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll a hit. Roll with disadvantage though, because you're not aiming to kill. You're aiming to get something out of it.
Yeah.
Aiming
You're
to
calling a
disarm.
shot.
Yeah.
Okay. That's still 24.
24. Okay. As the whip, you kind of hit it. You see that the three kind of like fingers of the mind flayer are blown off as there's just like a bloody, goopy mess. Almost like it sprays out, and you can see it hits a majority of the drow kind of women in the front who were hoping to purchase a number of these individuals.
No.
Splash.
And the
zone.
whip falls. All right.
Can I use my next shot? Because
Also, that's your action. It's a called shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have a bonus action in your movement left.
Real quick, I would like. Are there any like guards just moving around towards?
You can see that movement is beginning to take place, and based on that last perception check, this might be the perfect moment of escape. This one of the only moments you might have for a good bit. It would be the perfect time to get lost in a crowd, let's just say, as everyone is running in different directions. There is just a very good distraction that's taking place.
All right. I am gonna stay put up here just so I have eyes on what's going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna. No, no thieves can't. Never mind. I'm gonna just crouch out and hide.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
So also Umber is currently deaf.
Yeah, for the next round.
But you guys don't know
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah, just for the next
Okay.
round, though. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, logically speaking.
22.
22. Feel pretty well hidden.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm assuming everyone else. I'm assuming Ruby heard the gunshot.
Yes, Ruby, you did hear the gunshot.
Did my like
my
reins like
boy.
loosen or anything or no?
What?
Oh, I would flash.
Did my reins like loosen?
You
I
feel
might
your they begin to kind of like shake slightly, and they begin to loosen, and then there was another gunshot, and then they sort of just stuck there. They're a little bit looser, but they're still on you now because of a decision that was made.
Damn it!
Okay.
What happened?
I just like keep tapping Isaac's shoulder. I'm like saying like help over and over again.
You can do that on your turn. Just give me-
Okay. Oh right, my bad.
You're good. You're good.
We're in initiative.
You're totally okay. That brings us to PJ. You're up.
PJ's like, I mean,
You heard
probably the best way to
you
get
heard
everyone out.
You heard 3 gunshots go off, and you can see that chaos is taking place in the streets.
PJ just smiles. Just
I-
pure smiles. And he's-
Bastard.
We're like,
can-
Kamir and Peach are like mid-thinker.
And you just hear bam, bam, bam.
And screams.
PJ immediately casts Disguise Self, and looks over at Ander. Not sure if he should leave him.
You see Anders looking around, a look of intense fear on his face. He doesn't really know what's going on.
Can I get a quick rundown of what Ander looks like?
Sure. Okay. It's a little hard to notice. I'll say this will be. I'll give it to you as your bonus action, just because he is so different from the last time you've seen him.
So I wanted to see if he's like physically fit to run.
Go.
eventually.
Oh, if you're just trying. That's what you're trying to notice. Roll a medicine check. That'll be your action.
Okay.
Not a bonus action. It'll be your action. That it wasn't. I was sure what you were doing.
Okay, he's at 11.
11.
Or I rolled 11, sorry.
It's too little time, and you're too like kind of preoccupied on different things to really get a proper rundown of it. You look to the healer, who might be some help in this, but you see Muriel, I'll say with your 11. He is frozen in shock, and seems to be going through something revisiting something rather traumatic. You don't know how much help he will be.
Okay, PJ's gonna grab Anders' hand, and grab Mirio's hand by the hand, not the wrist. Be
Okay.
very careful to grab the hand, not the wrist.
Okay.
Like, hey, I'm gonna try to get you guys to safety or as far as we can. PG turns to Drax. I'm gonna try to get to the fountain. Sorry, come here. I'm gonna try to get to the fountain. Meet around that area. Meet us when you can. Make sure everyone gets out. Get Ruby.
Do you want me to disguise myself, or should I just go all out?
I'd say disguise yourself.
Okay, about 6 seconds. That's about 6 seconds
has gonna
gone
take
by.
them and run.
Okay.
Okay.
PJ, your movement is halved because you're carrying 2 people. It seems that
I'm not carrying them.
Not carrying, but you're dragging them
You're dragging
along.
2 people behind you.
So your movement is halved.
You're compensating for the movement of 2 other people.
Yeah. So your movement is halved.
So that's still 30.
And you do know now that Ander is not super capable of running because he is stumbling constantly, tripping over himself. You actually get to see bits of the tunic, and you can see how skinny his legs are. You can see the bone.
Okay. Okay. So that's my turn then. So I'm just dragging them along, trying to get to the fountain.
You've got probably another round before you get there.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to Ruby. You're up.
Yes. So, is there any? Sorry, my friend's rolling for me. Can I try to like unrail from the chains? Like, can I try to like?
Sure. What are you trying to do to get out of that?
Is there like any way I can like wriggle my hands like to get out of that?
I'll say. Roll a sleight of hand.
Roll.
What do you want? What are we trying to get?
Highest roll possible. Just
Boom!
15. That'd be plus 18.
18. Ruby, you try
Not
to
high enough.
move your wrist down, but it's beginning to kind of like tighten and you can't get it past that joint. You're not, unfortunately, it's just kind of stuck there. You could maybe try again next round, but it seems that you're unable to get the chains off.
Got it. Okay, no problem. Can I try to like start to like actually walk as well? Can I use my movement? Or do we have coins on the map or no?
It doesn't seem that there's currently a map. It's a little complicated. If things reach a certain stage, I will reveal the map.
Okay, then no problem. Then I'll just like kind of like. Can I? Yeah, no. I'm
Yeah,
good.
you can
All
see.
good.
You're kind of being actually like.
enough, we'll get a map.
You're kind of seeing pooled and like jaunted around, so you can actually, you have a fair bit of movement. You can probably move about 10 feet, but you're being pulled in a ton of different directions, and it's just...
Is she further towards the front of the chain than I am, or behind me?
She
on the
is
chain?
just a little bit in front of you, so Ash, you can kind of see her.
Alright.
I will say, Ruby, to sort of stick with Ashiara,
Yeah.
also roll, I'll say, a general perception check for me. Just to sort of make sure you can stay within line of sight, because there's, like, people are moving constantly. You're in danger of being trampled.
Can I say something really quickly, or
I
no?
am 6 feet tall.
Oh, also, what's your past
This is-
I should also say, Ruby, what's your past perception?
It's 24.
Oh, 24. You see the whip,
Damn.
also. About 15
Where's the
feet
whip?
from 15 feet from you, on the ground, fallen.
I'm gonna look at Ash. I'm gonna make eye contact. I'm gonna dart my eyes to the whip.
Okay.
And look just like I'm like, and make it act like I'm like
Yeah.
scared, but enough to where I hope Ash picks it up.
We'll have Ash roll an insight check on his turn. Okay. That brings us to...
I'm a roll that now and tell you what it is when we get to my initiative.
Please do. The tower. As you guys are kind of... The chaos has kind of taken place, and there are screams. People are freaking the fuck out. I believe everybody who is not currently... Actually, no, this would be everybody because it's the tallest spire in the entirety of the city. You see that the main Gothic, like, kind of cathedral, the main temple to Lolth herself. You see that from the inside of it, you see one gargantuan, spindly spider leg crawl out of it.
Oh god. I'm so glad I'm gonna hear you out of this. Jesus.
And you can see what must be the... Like, it's a giant of a Drider. As you can see, half of a kind of drow woman with kind of hair that falls to the small of her back and is tied kind of behind her. And the back end of her half is a black widow's abdomen, kind of like a centaur of sorts, but with a spider on the other half. And you can see
That one thing
God.
from the one episode of Gravity Falls.
You can see that
all the tourist attractions.
in just one like step, she's already halfway down the cathedral. and you begin to see another.
Guys, did we summon Lolf?
You can begin to
Perhaps.
see another spindly spider leg come out of it.
This is not good. This is
it's
not
beginning
good.
to make
Decidedly not good.
and are beginning to
This is
make
not good.
their way towards the city. PJ, you're the first to notice this. As they come out of, they are directly, because you're making your way towards the fountain. The fountain is kind of a, it's like a pool surrounding the cathedral. So you get kind of looking up, you see these giant figures. Okay. That brings us to Umber. Yeah. You see this, and I believe it's been one round now. No, wait, yeah, you have to wait till the next round. Never mind. You are still deafened, but you do see, from your vantage point, the two giant driders.
Is Isaac still up here?
Isaac is still up here.
I'm gonna keep tapping on Isaac's shoulder, like urging him, like, come on.
The ultimate distraction.
And then I'm gonna start just like screaming, like in primordial, just like, I can't hear, help me.
You have officially broken Isaac's stealth.
I think the gunshots would have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled for stealth at the end of his last turn.
But he hit afterwards. Yeah, that's what he do. That's what Isaac do. That's what he be do.
But you can see that from your scream. Roll just a general charisma check. We'll see how high it is.
Okay. It's not gonna end well. I have a +0 to charisma. God, this is such a change from Aries. I'm loving it. Okay.
PJ is not loving it. And all the guys
is a 2.
A 2? Okay.
Flat 2.
Your scream actually doesn't really draw the attention of the two giant driders, but instead just blends in with the crowd. You're actually aiming to get low for that, not high. So.
Okay, good.
The driders have bigger problems.
They do.
I believe I am the bigger problem.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep tapping Isaac's shoulder just like over and over again until he looks back at me.
Alright. You've also officially
Isaac
broken
does not
Isaac's
give a
stealth.
fuck.
You've officially broken Isaac's stealth from screaming.
Good. Fuck him. He's ignoring me.
That brings us to
Gotta hate being last.
You're up.
In the initiative.
So my insight for Ruby was a 5.
Damn it.
Okay, you do not know what Ruby means, but go ahead and roll.
I don't get the thing about the whip, but
yeah, but roll past. What's your passive perception? I did what I
passive perception is 10.
10. You don't know this. The whip has fallen.
All right. But that was a signal. That was about the best signal I'm gonna get. So Do I know, or did Ruby convey that the chains absorb magic?
I believe yes, she did at the end of at the end of last session she did.
All right. In that case, I don't know that Giant's Might would work because it specifies I am magically enhancing myself. So I'm just gonna pure strength, just like try to break out of my chains.
Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check for me.
Athletics. I am very good at this.
They're a little bit loosened, so it's even possible for you
I'm
to
going
do this.
to use this die that did not screw me over last time.
You're too clearly running.
Go Ash. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I swear it's the curse. 12 total.
Unfortunately, you pull as much as you might, but you're a little bit bigger than Ruby is, and a lot bigger than a lot of the people here. So the chains were tight to begin with, and they're still tight as you're trying to tug against them. Unfortunately, you are still confined to them.
Screw it, this needs to happen. Action surge.
Okay.
Try again. God damn it.
You want me to roll for you?
I am rolling like just off a 20.
Just on 20.
18.
18. You pull a little bit better this time, but still confined.
You're not feeling
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
Oh damn! They took my helmet too.
They took everything.
Eyes.
Because they're close.
That was the auctioneer after Isaac shot.
What? Wait, what?
My fucking eyes.
Yeah, no, if I'm restrained, that's all I got, other than I'm just gonna... move to, like, stay near Ruby and not get dragged away.
Okay, you're currently now within melee with Ruby. So. Alrighty. That brings us to Kamir, you're up.
So this whole time, Kamir's been kind of like being like, "Oh God," he's just like thinking about what PJ says and thinking about what like, his heart's telling him. He sees the Driders with like the Drider leg coming out, and he goes, "Oh, fuck subtlety!" And he's gonna turn Ingrid into the bow, and he's gonna fly up to where Isaac was.
Okay, as you bring down the bow, you see Ingrid flies down, and she transforms into a beam of moonlight that has a good flash of light, especially in contrast with the darkness of this city. And as she kind of brings this light to you, this hopefulness, 2 wings segmented from your back, and you fly up. And you can get a better...
I'm by myself now, right?
You're with Isaac and with Umber now.
Well, but I mean, like, before I flew.
You were...
Because
yes,
PJ
you were by yourself.
Took Andy with him.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Just checking.
You also get...
Didn't want to leave it.
Yeah, you also get a much better look at the 2 Guardian Driders.
Yeah. So I'm up there. And I believe that was my act. Like,
it's your action.
Using Ingrid was my action.
Yeah.
So
and your
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna be like, "What the hell did you just?" I'm like, "What the hell did you just do?"
Can I turn around and look at Kamir and like keep tapping on his shoulder?
I say, "What did you just do, and how can I fix it?"
I just want someone's attention, man.
Can I respond?
Hold on.
Yeah.
It is the wrong time for...
Get down there and get them away from it. I don't know. All I know is chaos. I'm hoping they figure it out.
Okay.
There's a witch
how
down
many
there
feet
that looks like
away?
it controls the chains. I'm praying that they get to it.
How many feet away am I, Aaron?
You're
from
about
all that.
140 feet away.
Okay, let me remind myself how far I can go. I need to pull this stuff.
I believe it's 70 feet. For fly speed, but you used I'll say about 30 of it to get up there.
Okay, I'm just gonna start making my way over there.
Right, so
that's gonna be my turn.
Alright, so you get about 30 feet closer. 40 feet closer to the area. You have about 100 more feet to go.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. That brings us to the Mind Flayer's turn. You see that the Mind Flayer who had attempted the coup by kind of like sinking their jaws into the brain of the auctioneer. See that 3 others, 4, like it seems like almost like they begin to swarm around her, fighting for control of who gets control of the auctioneer. And you see that one, a kind of like a larger, broader shouldered one, that seems to be kind of have a little bit more strength than the other ones, pushes through and sinks their jaws onto the auctioneer, who you can see has been ripped to shreds. There's like hanging limbs. You can see that her kind of like hair is tattered and moved as her white hair is now stained red with her own blood. And she has just been having bite marks and tooth marks all over her as tentacles are wrapping around her arms, her legs, torso, trying to get a piece of her to consume as sustenance.
I'll admit it's not the best thing to do, but I mean, I don't blame them.
Quite sustenance.
Alright, that brings us to Isaac, you're up.
Okay. Are there any drow guards? I'm not worrying about the Driders right now. Are there any like drow foot soldiers?
There seems to
You
be.
should be worrying about the Driders.
It seems that there are many. It seems that a lot of the drow kind of like women who were here were of a higher status, and so they had slaves and guardians to protect them. So you can see that as they're sort of moving out, a lot of them are, as opposed to getting in the mess of whatever the fuck is happening in the Mind Flayer cesspool, you see that they are kind of like running and trying to protect their people, the women they have been sold to.
The Mind Flayers don't look like they care too much about Ruby and Ash, right?
You go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Speed bonus. I'll say
distracted. I was going to say
speed
can I
bonus
assist,
action.
but
Cool. 31.
31. Okay, you kind of look as away from the kind of all of the various Mind Flayers who are trying to get onto the auctioneer, and you can see that several have also made their way to the other sub and surface races. You see several that seem to be very emaciated, have no kind of means of getting to the front. One has sunk their kind of their jaw onto a gnomish woman who is kind of was also enchained right next to the Mind Flayer and is also being devoured. And you can see the dwarven man and the half-orc have all kind of are beginning to be kind of eaten alive. And you can see that probably Ruby and Ash are in a little bit of danger.
Just a little bit.
How big is the chain? Is like the chain between them?
It is. It's sort of like it's interconnected by various chains braided together.
Is there like one singular joint?
There is not. There are many.
Fuck. Okay. Cool. That won't work then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep observing, but I'm gonna use my action to hide, but keep observing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
That is a 33.
33. Okay. Feel pretty well hidden, especially after your recent escapade with Umber. That brings us to PJ. You're up.
You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Does Mirio have message or sending?
Mirio does, I believe, have I believe he has sending.
And that's the 25-word one, right?
Yes.
I believe he has message.
I don't know if he has it prepared or not, and I will say because of his current state and that Jeremy's not here, Mirio is unfit to cast magic.
I want to say last session he did say he did not have those spells prepared. Because I believe I remember one of you had.
Yeah, because
I'm just saying, like.
Oh yes, he didn't have it prepared. You're right, because he would have come.
He probably didn't have it.
We do still have our sending stone walkie-talkies. So.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not an issue. It shouldn't be an issue.
No.
I am running with them. I'm going to let go of Mirio's hand and use my sending stone to communicate to the group.
Who are you communicating to specifically? Who had the other half of the sending stone?
We remember how we chatted them for them to all be able to talk to each other.
Yeah, everybody has them except for Ruby and Ash.
Okay.
Who don't have any.
Yeah. Okay. So cool.
Oh, should we all have that? Cool.
Yeah, we should. That's like you have Trinellis's old one.
Yes, you're correct. Sorry, I totally forgot.
Yeah. I also have the Michelle one. So two.
Guys, we have a much bigger problem coming. We have these giant ass Driders coming in. Get out of there as soon as you can.
All right, PJ, are you moving anywhere?
I put it down.
You can see Mirio just standing still, kind of looking up at these Driders as he's sort of being jostled around in the crowd. Go ahead and roll a general perception check for. This was a free check to make sure you don't lose him.
Perception check?
Yes.
Let's see. That is my second nat 1. I got a 3.
You see Mirio has been swept away.
You know what? Lucky.
I believe it's for lucky. Do you need to know the outcome of the roll? You have to say it before the outcome of the roll.
No, I'm pretty sure you can know the outcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add my +6 to this because I am not having a good time for a 9.
9. You seem to just barely keep sight on him.
Okay, I'm gonna grab his hand again.
Okay.
Keep track of it. Grab handers. Keep running. This time, Okay, so I'm gonna say that
It was your action to use Descending Stone, so you have your bonus action, your movement left still.
Yeah. So the fountain and the church are right here, but the auctioning place is up here, and the Driders are coming from down there, right?
The fountain is a fountain like right in front of the Gothic temple, the main temple of Wolf. So they are coming directly down from the temple, and basically they will have to step through the fountain. So the temple's here, and the auctioneer's place is, I believe, northern part of the city. You ran south. Yeah, so it's from up here, and so you ran down south towards the center of the city where the fountain is. And are you running away or towards the fountain still where the Driders are?
I just want to run sideways to everything that's going on.
Okay.
So I just want to get up as far away from it as I can.
Okay, so that's probably back the way you came then.
But then wouldn't that be going back towards...
Because there is only one entrance into the city. And that is adjacent right here. The auctioneer's place is here.
I'm not trying to go to into the city. I just want to hide in the depth of the city.
Okay. There are various kind of alleyways nearby that you can do that.
Where's the temple in comparison with the auction house?
The temple is in the center of the city, and the auction house is right here. You entered the city from here. It's like a giant circle.
I need to go to the back, like far bottom.
Far bottom, so around kind of this area?
Yep.
Okay. As you're beginning to make your way there, you see that you are caught up in a crowd of people, as people are running with you. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw to not get trampled on. He's got 2 people with you.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You manage to not be knocked prone and continue running. So it'll probably take you until the next round to reach a hiding place where you're not surrounded by a ton of people.
Okay.
Okay. Peaches, then your turn?
Yeah.
Brings us to Ruby, you're up.
Do I still set on the whip?
You do. But it's quickly becoming out of sight.
Would it be attainable for me? Or no, like, can I get
you'll have to roll a dexterity check.
I'll totally take that chance. Give me one second.
If Ruby is trying to, like, move somewhere, could I, just kind of, like, muscle my way towards and try to help?
Yes, I'll allow Ruby, you have advantage on that, because Ashley, I was helping you. By pushing people out of your pathway.
Using my mass to my advantage, like, trying to break out of these by sheer force and just kind of body checking anyone that's in the way.
Yeah, and basically giving you a more clear, direct path towards the way.
Yeah.
What's my modifier for dex? That's a +2. I rolled a nat 20. I'm not even kidding.
A natural 20?
I'm not even kidding you.
Okay.
Yes.
Ruby.
We need a 20.
I'm not kidding.
Needed a 20.
Aided by your friend. You should have moved through, dodging away from several mind flayer kind of maws that are attempting to kind of enlope into the grab onto your skull, pretty much, and devour the likes of what lies within. You kind of bend down, you kind of push several off you. You see one is about to come towards you, and Ashielra body slams him and knocks him on the ground, giving you the perfect opportunity to slide down and clasp around the silver web. Ruby, go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Lord.
Plus 25.
If you are within 10 feet of me, you have a +10.
You are
35.
Sorry, no, a +4. Sorry.
So
unless the chains are absorbing my aura of protection.
I'll say they're not.
29.
Ruby, you hear a voice creep in the back of your mind. Kind of similar to the way Mirio speaks about Atropos, but much more corrupted, much more sinister. A child of the uncorrupted, of my kin, clasps around the whip of one of my beloved. You hope for control, do you? Child of Selene.
How can I not?
Ruby. Are you
scared.
freely giving yourself over to Lolth? Or are you
No.
trying to deceive her into thinking you are?
I don't think I'm doing either. I think I'm just having small talk. I'm just having small talk.
This
Just
is
really
to
small talk with the evil god of spiders.
This is to
Hashtag
discover if you will be able to wield the whip or not. So, roll either persuasion or deception based on what you're trying to do here. Either giving yourself over, or trying to convince her that you were giving yourself over. Like
You said perception or persuasion? I'll take
persuasion or deception.
Oh, or deception.
Yes.
Both charisma.
Both are charisma based.
Basically, are you lying to her, or are you swearing yourself to her?
Yeah. If you're lying to her, roll a deception check. Or you're sharing yourself to her, roll a persuasion check.
I'll go try for deception.
Okay.
Okay, that was a 19. I don't think I did high enough.
Ruby, do you clasp around the whip? You feel its power surge through you as the voice says, "Very well, uncorrupted one. I will lend you my power."
Yeah.
Hell
Stop
yeah.
it.
Cursed whip, cursed whip, cursed whip.
So, while I have this
Ruby
in
is now a
hand-
dominatrix. Confirmed.
Somebody quote that.
Somebody quote that.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Okay, Ruby. The next turn that you have, you gain the opportunity to use the whip. And however you would like. This will also give you the ability to... You can unleash the chains, tighten them, use them as a weapon. Whatever you're feeling like, you control them. Further.
Okay.
Wait, was it better canon who said that?
So. Ruby. It's at the end of your turn.
It is, yeah. Can I do something small for like theatricals?
Sure.
So as I hold this whip, those around me can see like an energy that's like given off. Like there is like a chaotic presence that is clearly that almost like it's been lingering there before, but now it's like enlightened, and you see like Ruby's eyes like start to like. At first they start to blink red, but then at once like you can tell the magic has surged. Like her eyes are just red, like Sealy State red.
As there's this addition of the Sealy Court. I don't know how much you know about elven history, but you can see the red from it. It almost seems to, like a vapor, move around you. And almost like a venom is sucked in and instead turns to a deep purple. As you see a spider, the symbol of a wolf, above this image, corrupting the Sealy Court. Okay. That brings us to the Guardian's turn.
Conflicted.
Hide.
You see...
Did any of you guys respond or react to my message? Or I guess it's not your turn.
Oh, I will on my turn.
Yeah.
You see that these two Driders begin to just in one fell leap make it with one step they have made it hundreds of feet closer towards where the auction is.
Okay.
PJ, go and roll a dexterity saving throw to avoid being trampled by the giant, spindly, hairy spider legs that are coming down. I'll say roll
Yeah, I
with
love this.
disadvantage because you're also trying to aid Ander and Muriel and protect them as well.
24 to 23.
Okay, 23.
Bruh.
You needed a 22 to succeed. You managed to dive forward and skid yourself forward and push them just out of the way into an alleyway. All right. That's the
TJ's
end,
about to have a fucking heart attack.
that's the end of the Guardian's turn.
No, but you did.
That brings us to Umber. You're up. Umber, you are no longer deafened. The rigging has ceased.
Thank
Great.
God.
So
I see-
so Kabir's already taken off.
Yes.
He's like flying
Okay.
down.
I'm gonna see Kamir fly down. Are my ears like still ringing?
No, no longer.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna look at Isaac. I'm gonna say, what was that? You completely ignored me. What are you doing?
You also
I can't take care of you right now.
you've broken stealth for Isaac once more.
I can't babysit you.
You see Umber's eyes flash a super like bright, vibrant green. Oh no, wait, they're
She has
red.
red
There's
eyes.
like cicada red. You see them like you just see her like it's like you see the rage in her eyes, and her eyes narrow, and she closes them. I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Oh, boy. You won't babysit me? Why you doing that?
Umber, you don't want to do this.
Umber
Then
class
Umber's
doing it.
Like,
They're doing it.
like treating her like a child, and that's like okay. Anyway,
Umber
That's
class
like a child.
reveal?
yeah, Umber's a barbarian.
Alright.
He kind of knew he was a barbarian, though.
Did we?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I think
Yeah.
you told us, but like this is the character.
think, yes,
reveal, for
character.
sure.
Okay. I am going to let's see. I'm gonna look at Isaac, like with that rage in my eyes, and I'm just gonna say, not a child. Don't treat me. And I'm gonna climb down the ladder.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Okay.
an athletics check for me.
Oh, that's fine. I
Oh,
thought
that's
we were
fine.
about to do this right here now.
Yeah.
Umber would.
I would have paid to see that.
If they were at a lower level, they probably would.
So, Umber, go ahead and roll that athletics check for me.
Okay, yeah.
I believe your
sorry.
advantage because you're raging.
You are correct. That is. Hold on. Well, the same thing twice. That is a 22.
22. You effortlessly, you actually skid down a portion of the stone and almost jump off the wall and use it to just down and land effortlessly in a battle pose at the bottom.
Goddamn superhero landing.
Alright.
I'm gonna take out my greatsword too, and I'm gonna. Can I use my movement to go like try to see
Greatsword?
where Kamir went? Yeah.
Yes, you begin to make your way there. You're about 100. No, it's about 140 feet away. So you begin to make your way there. Just so you're aware, you have to either be attacked or attack something while in your rage, or you will lose it. I believe.
15th level barbarians have persistent rage,
Never
so
mind.
unless you multi-classed, you have persistent rage.
Never mind.
Your rage
Oh, yeah.
only ends early if you fall unconscious.
Never mind. You're good.
I just checked that because
Thank
I had
you.
the same thought.
Thank you. Alrighty.
Okay.
Alright, Umber. You continue forward about 30 feet closer, so you have 110 feet left to go.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us.
Can you note like around me? Sorry, before I end. Like, is there like something I should keep an eye out for?
You can see, you now get a
Big
better
spiders?
visual. Yeah, you already saw the big spiders, and you can see they're getting much, much closer. You also see that the kind of the chaos that is taking place on the table is still transpiring. People are still running in various directions, and the mind flayers are having a feast. Haven't been able to eat in a long time. What's your passive perception?
Is that 11 plus your wisdom?
It's 11 plus your wisdom, and if you are proficient in perception, you add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. 17 then.
17.
Or wait, 18.
18. Okay, that's what you needed. You see that some of the mind flayers that are kind of a little bit scrawnier and can't even walk because they are so starved, they're beginning to be devoured by the other mind flayers.
Oh.
Lovely.
Do I have the sending stone thing?
You do not, I don't believe.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not an honorary member of the team yet, unfortunately. So we haven't given.
You would have a fit if you did.
Okay.
Alright. Umber, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Ash, you're up. You see all Ruby's hand go around the whip, and you saw this various thing transpire.
Can I tell if she's like evil now, or is she like controlling it?
Go ahead and roll either. I'll say roll an insight check for me.
8. Can I assist or no?
No. 8. You have no
There's too
idea.
much.
There's too much chaos
on.
going on. You already have like 3 mind flayers trying to get out towards you, but you've sort of like knocked them aside and are trying to keep them off you. You can't really get a good read on Ruby. All right, it's Ash.
Alright. I'm gonna hope that she knows what she's doing with that whip.
Oh god, that sounded like such an innuendo.
I'm gonna conserve my action for a different thing.
Alright.
Ooh, kinky.
It's gonna...
Oh, stop. It's Halloween.
It is. It's very spooky.
We love Adam's family in this household, and they are very kinky.
Do you know where they're keeping our things?
You have to really love your wife at least once a day.
Alright, Ash. You say this out to Ruby. You yell this out to her.
I look dazed. I'm just like, would I know?
You have no idea.
Then I don't know.
Did I see generally like what direction the people who stripped me went in?
You're not sure. You see that they kind of left in the beginning, but there seem to be various people, and a lot of different guards were stripping various different people moving in various different areas. So you're not sure. Okay. Alright, Ash, it's something your turn.
I'm... Chains absorb all magic, or just magic that's used against it?
Seems all magic. Remember what Ruby said.
Alright.
You can certainly try to add to it, though, if you'd like to.
Would that include racial magic?
Ooh. I'll roll for it. Yes.
Alright, so that would be a waste of my radiant consumption.
Yes.
Alright, I guess we're trying another athletics roll.
Alright.
Hit the bear.
Do it not
shit on
screw me over.
What'd you get?
17.
17. You pull at the chains, but they're not budging.
Yeah, he needed an 18. No.
I got an 18 last time. It wasn't enough.
Nope.
I have a feeling that maybe
You'll be good. You'll be good now.
I can roll as high as a 30. I just need to roll double digits. At all.
I mean, okay.
All right, so then your turn, Ash.
Yeah.
Brings us to Kamira. You're up.
Okay. I'm gonna just dash, and so I can get as close to as Ruby and Ash as possible.
Yeah, you are.
Dash to Ash.
You kind of like a bullet through the air, as there's just almost like a beam of moonlight as you move so quickly, and you land in a flourish right in front of Ruby. Who you can see has controlled the whip, and the vicious that has taken over her.
I'm like, you okay?
Ruby?
One more time, sorry.
Kamira has kind of come up to you.
I'm like, are you okay?
Dude, I'm doing great. Love and life.
You see Ruby's eyes like flash.
I like point to the whip. What's with the thing? What's with the whip?
I saw
okay?
it, and it was controlling. At this point, can I like crack the whip and like unleash
on
Ash's chains?
On your turn, yes.
Probably be on your turn, yeah.
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah.
I was gonna worse one time.
All right. Seth, your turn then, Kamir?
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm at the ready.
Okay.
Tell me to do something.
Brings us to the Mind Flayer's turn.
Shortly.
Sees that kind of Ruby's taking control, Ash has, and now Kamira's also there. I would like all of you to go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
I'm even though I'm flying?
Even though you're flying, yes, because you kind of landed in front of them, yes.
Oh, thank God.
+4.
Add +4 to it? Good.
Yep.
I add +4 to it as well, because I'm in 10 feet.
Yep. As long as you're within 10 feet of me.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. Okay.
17.
17, okay. It seems that you guys managed to keep off the Mind Flayers from you, kind of elbowing them, but they are getting more aggressive as they're beginning to try to move up towards you and basically try to eat you.
Meets me, Gilly.
Alright. That brings us to Isaac, you're up.
Alright, so seeing as now there are mind flayers that getting at them, now I'm gonna focus on just covering them, maybe to take out, just shoot out a couple mind flayers.
Okay.
Just gonna shoot out the one that's closest to Ruby, because Ruby has that has that whip. And it looks, and I want her to have that whip.
Okay. Go and roll a hit for me.
Sneak attack
You
and
trust your
sharpshooter. Natural 20.
Okay. You see that there is a mind player that is about to come right up behind Ruby, where she kind of doesn't have peripheral of it, and you hit it right in between its eyes. Go ahead and roll for damage for me.
Alright, 17. 34, 68, 78, 84 points of magical piercing.
You see it is just blown into a bloody mess, and as you do, you can see that various mind players around it turn their attention and begin trying to devour this mind player who's fallen dead.
That's fine, as long as they're preoccupied.
Alright.
Are there any that look like they're still going after Ruby and
They
Ash,
seem
or
that it's like it's a never-ending like wave of them that are trying to move
Alright.
forward.
I'm
Especially
gonna
now
take
that
out
Ruby has
another
the
one.
whip.
I'm gonna take out another one. It looks like I'm sorry, Ash. I think you can handle them.
It's fine.
Okay, just gonna try and shoot out another one.
I'm assuming my chains will be not a
sharpshooter.
problem.
For long, not for long.
My inability to roll above a 10 will not be a problem by next round.
Alright, sharpshooter feat again. Okay, 19.
19. Okay. You see that it seems to like kind of like hits one on the side of the head, but like kind of right towards the shoulder, its neck area. It doesn't kill it though.
Okay. Can I still roll damage?
Yeah. Oh, 17 to hit.
That was a hit.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
No,
that hits.
19 to hit.
Oh, 19 hits. Yes. Sorry. Excuse me.
Okay. 6, 16, 24.
24.
Sorry, 22. 22 points of
damage.
damage.
You see that it, yeah, again, it's not lethal, but it does definitely take the hit. As you can see it, it's just like, looks around.
Does it get the memo to back off?
It does. It's starting to.
Okay.
You're not. It doesn't. Not really sure where it's coming from though. It's just sort of like you diverted its attention. Okay.
Cool.
Is that the end of your turn then, Isaac?
Bonus action hide.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth check for me.
Good dice. 31.
31.
My dice are being very nice to me
Feel
today.
pretty well hidden, which will be important.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to PJ. You're up. You sort of been shunted in the alleyway, but you're not hidden yet.
I want to get hidden with them.
All right, go and roll a stealth check for me with disadvantage because you're trying to hide both of them also.
Would that be my full action?
Yes.
Not sure if I want to get further or not. Okay, I'm just gonna go for stealth.
Okay. Go roll stealth check with disadvantage for me, please.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my +6 for a 25.
25.
Additionally, once we're stealthed, I'm gonna try to like do like a once over of Mirio to see how he's doing.
I'll say that would be your action to do that.
Okay.
Sorry.
So we're just kind of there.
All right. So you got a 20. What was it? 22. Yourself.
25.
25.
Was it 20? Wait. Which one was it? Hold up. Check my history. Ah. Guys, how do we access our dice history in D&D Beyond?
Upper corner.
The little chat thing, the chat icon that's next to the campaign name.
Oh, perfect. Okay. 24.
24. You feel pretty well hidden, and you are holding your breath as you see the massive spindly spider legs. You see just a shadow takes over the entirety of the alleyway you're in, and you're praying. You're not sure to who or to what, but just hoping beyond hope that they don't sense you or see you.
And I'm like praying that everyone got my message and that they heeded my message.
Yep.
Okay. That brings us to Ruby. You're up.
Well, I am going, so holding the whip, I'm going to just think, unleash Ash and I'm going to crack it.
Okay. Ruby, go ahead and roll a religion check for me.
Oh, not grand. 10.
10. You needed just a 10.
Woo!
Alright, Ruby, you hold the whip down, and you have like your hand shakes for a moment, almost as if you're not in full control of it. You steady it. And crack it. And as you do, Ash and Ruby, feel the chains on you fall away. Alright, as you have your bonus action to your movement left.
My bonus action. Do I assume that I have my arcane focus, right?
You do not. You have everything was taken from you.
Oh.
You gotta provide those material components.
I don't have those material components, so I'm just gonna
Find them.
I'm going to look. I look to Kamir.
Sorry?
Well, Kamir's sitting next to me, right?
We'll be
Yeah.
at 10:30.
Can you help
there.
locate my arcane focus?
Yeah. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna need a little bit more than just that.
Can you find anything in my bag? Just find anything of
Where's
mine.
your bag?
I don't know. That's the problem. I cannot
That-
cast.
That's this. Well, you see, we're kind of in a bit of a double problem here.
All right.
I don't know where your bag is either.
I'll say with
I'll
that.
look.
With that,
But-
6 seconds has kind of taken place there for that conversation. Ruby, further, you do see the towering figure of the two Driders that is coming very, very close and seems to be making its way towards the auction. You all do have your movement left if you want to take it to run, or you can stick with your friends. What do you want to do?
After that, I'm gonna say, "Let's run." And I'm just gonna book it
Where?
to the buildings, or can I try to get hidden in the masses?
You're
can-
already sort of hidden in the masses, but again, the masses are devouring people.
I can do something in the same round
So
if you wanna follow my lead.
Then I'll follow.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I'll follow Ash's lead.
So you're staying
I'll
put for
take
now?
that. I'm gonna stay put. I'm just gonna look at you guys like I hope you guys have a plan, because I have no idea what's happening.
Alright.
What plan?
Big spider time.
That brings us
Ask Ash, not Ash. Ask Zach, Isaac, what the plan is.
That brings us to, though, first, the Guardians' turns. You can see now, in one final walk, both have made it to the auctioneers.
Oh dear.
You can see that now most of the drow have pretty basically run away, leaving only the mind flayers chained together. You see that the two of them, from the back of their mouth, their jaw unhinges. And you can see where the kind of the folds in their mouth would be is a giant spider web. It begins to leak with venom. As they both unleash onto the entire onto the entire kind of area contained in the auction. I would like Ash, Kamir, and Ruby to all go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
+4.
Ooh, con save.
Right, +4. Thank God.
Definitely saved me. Con.
Whew. I always forget Kamir has good con by design, so that he doesn't always die in one hit.
33.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
19.
Okay. You just barely managed to succeed, Kamir.
Whew.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you will take half damage, all 3 of you.
Okay.
4. 1, 2, 3.
I warned y'all.
No, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen, PJ.
We may just have to like give up on getting your stuff back. Like realistically speaking.
But you don't have a magic caster without
Ruby's
it.
arcane focus.
Well, you can shift your arcane.
You have Mirio.
Something else.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a. I'm not saying like.
It's just our idea.
I'm not saying it's a good idea. It's just we may not have a choice. You know.
Unfortunately, but we're
I
gonna
am
have to.
not leaving without my helmet. At the very
Ash,
least.
I'm not leaving. I'm staying put with Ash.
It might be the best worst idea though.
But like,
Sorry, the best worst option.
Like, I will try to like find your stuff, but it may not be up to me. You know.
Right. No, I get it. I totally get it.
Okay.
How much damage are we taking?
I don't have enough dice for this.
Oh.
Oof.
What?
Uh-oh.
App time?
It's okay. I'm almost done.
Give the dice roll around.
You're almost done.
I have one more time I have to roll.
Too many d6.
Not D6, D8.
Oh lord,
Mm,
Aaron. Careful.
Done.
that's worse.
Yeah, it may not matter. Like I said, like either we leave right now or we die. We can maybe come back to find your stuff, but like
I feel like finding this place again in the
Why don't we
labyrinth,
just
though.
like get out of there for right now?
that's what
Figure out the rest later.
That's what we're gonna
So-
do.
that's what I want.
You take
Good.
68 points of poison
Is that
damage.
halved?
That's halved. So it would have been
130.
136.
Jesus.
68
Yikes.
I would have been dead. Not dead, but I would have been not looking good.
down. Yeah.
All right. That's the end of the Guardian's turn. That brings us to Umber. You're up, and you're also making your movement towards. You also see that the 2 Guardians unleash that kind of like bright, almost like lilac spray. As you can see, what ends up happening is that all of the pretty much all of the mind flayers have been reduced to just a seething mound of just different flesh that is beginning to kind of you can all see it's steaming and it smells god awful. It's just
So much for revolution, eh?
Yeah.
I'm like.
well, they were in
Isaac.
chain for those 3 rounds. If they would have gotten out, it would have been very different. Because that one
Very
mind
true.
flayer had control of the whip at first. and
Yeah,
then-
I didn't know
Thank you,
I didn't know what the
Isaac.
mind player was gonna do.
yeah.
I
Thank
just
you,
saw a
Isaac.
No, I
mind
know.
player. I'm like,
I know.
I
I'm
don't
just
like
saying.
that.
I'm just saying.
This man is dead.
Umber, what do you do?
Like, see,
Are you
you'll see
continuing to
man. You see him.
You got 100. About I believe it was 110 more feet to go to reach your friends.
Where like we came out of to get to the auction area.
That's a little bit further. That you don't
Okay.
actually know where that is specifically because you were kind of
Okay.
unconscious for it being moved in there.
Okay. Can I hold my action? Hold my turn.
You can hold your
until-
action, but not your whole turn. So you have to
Okay.
use your movement and your bonus action now, and then.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action
Okay.
until after Kamir's, then I'm gonna use my movement to.
Do you move 30 feet
Uh,
closer?
Actually, I'm just gonna dash.
Okay.
Use
So you
my
move
whole
60
action.
feet closer.
Yeah.
110 minus 60.
50.
50. You have 50 more feet left to go to get to your friends. Okay. That brings us to Umber. Something your turn.
I can do anything with my bonus action, so yeah.
All right. That brings us to Ash. You're up.
All right. Do either of you have a twig?
Oh, speaking. Sorry, I
A
meant
twig?
to take this off.
Would Umber have twigs on her? And could Ash use them as like a?
I'll say probably just because of the very. I'd say yeah, because of Umber's like whole look.
Okay, but
that.
also
Oh,
you're 50 feet
hey.
away.
Yeah.
So to Kamir and Ruby, do either of you have a twig? Stick
Let me actually
something.
look. I have a lot of weird assorted shit in my inventory.
I have nothing. I have nothing.
Does Kamir have an arcane focus or a component pouch?
I have
I'm gonna remember
Ingrid.
that.
And I don't think he will work on you. Like you would be. I don't think you'd be able to use her like I did.
I just need a stick that has at least one, like, forked branch. I need a twig.
You look on the ground.
Please.
Like look on the ground and see if there's anything.
Is there? We're in a cave. Is there anything?
Roll a
We're in a cave.
nature
Got me.
check.
I can't assist with that.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Tony Stark
Or a
built
19.
this in a cave.
You
Look, just scrap.
You look all around. You're like, where the hell am I gonna find a fucking stick in the middle of the
cave.
underground? And you can see, sort of, taken very as a feat of kind of like prowess and show off what they own. You see that the mound of flesh that is just like. It's also like a seething from the poison, but it's also just been devoured constantly.
The mound of flesh that was once the auctioneer.
The mound of flesh that was once the auctioneer. You see that the pin in her hair, as opposed to being like a precious metal, was made out of a fine pine wood, something that would have been hard to come by as something opposed to like a metal. And you can see this like spindling and turned around at the tip of her hair. You could use as a twig.
Good enough. I'm gonna try and force my way into the meat pile and grab that.
Okay. It's like sloshes and moves around. You kind of burns your hand a little bit.
I just need a hand on it.
And you manage to clasp your hand around it.
Okay, and I have exactly one spell slot for this. So I am going to use my last second level spell slot of the day, and I am going to cast Locate Object on my greatsword.
Okay. You see that your greatsword seems to be located directly behind where, like, kind of further. You get the sense it's probably further underground, but it's behind you.
Okay, there's a map.
There's a map.
There is a map?
There's a map now.
There's a
Oh,
map.
hey.
There's a map. There's a
Oh my
map.
God.
There's
Oh,
a map.
hi! Those are very
There's a
big.
map.
Just hear Keenan shitting himself over there.
Those are very big.
You see that, yes, it
Those
seems
are
to be
huge.
located directly
Holy.
behind you.
Oh, cool. If I
And
took it
slightly,
over there, good.
below.
Yes. So I'll actually put on
'Cause
the
I-
map where it is. Over here. Back this way.
All right.
And Isaac, you would have been on the side of this roof over here. There you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, grabbing that, casting the spell, and just tumbling out, I'm just gonna point and start moving this way.
Okay.
And just,
Negative.
I'm
Continue.
assuming my entire thing to, like, get that cost at least some of my movement.
It will. So also you probably took half your movement to get there, because you're moving through like a pound of flesh, so it's like mountains of flesh. So you're trying to reach out and grab it, so you've got 15 feet of your movement left.
Alright, so I'm just, going.
Okay, go move your token for me, please.
I have done so.
Alright, thank ya. Alright, is that your turn then, Ash?
Thank you.
Pretty sure. Do I need a holy symbol to use a channel division? I'm pretty sure I do.
Technically, you do have a holy symbol charred into your chest.
I am not using that. I refuse.
You have an option. That's what
Good.
I'm saying.
I
Don't do it.
absolutely refuse.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I need it for Abjure Enemy. I do not need it for Vow of Enmity.
Hey.
Abjure Enemy specifies you present your holy symbol. Vow of Enmity is just you utter a vow of enmity.
Okay.
Neither of those are useful to me right now, but good to know.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to you. Come here. You're up. What are you doing?
Okay, cool. Good. Alright. Which way? So the arrow's where we need to get out of here?
That's where your stuff is. and Ash pointed that out to you, and you can see that there is a small sort of like almost like a sewer duct where Ash is running to.
All right. I look at I notice Ash like cast the spell, and I'm like he's looking towards the sewage duct. I'm like, is your stuff there?
I just nod and keep going.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm like, all right, Ruby. I'm gonna try to pick up Ruby.
Okay, your movement.
At the very least, my sword is there, and I'm
That's
hoping
fine.
everything else is with it.
All right, your movement will be halved if you are picking up Ruby. Ruby, are you allowing this to happen? Okay.
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing here. Oh yeah, that's fine. I have 70 feet flight speed. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I pick you up. Go like 5 feet to
feet.
pick you up.
Okay.
Then I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and like fly into the duct.
Okay, you manage to. You can see it's just barely wide enough for you to soar through. As you're now.
And Ruby
Yep.
is with me.
You are safe.
Good.
Okay.
I'm like, good enough. That's small enough.
That brings us to Isaac. You're up.
Okay. It looks like we're leaving. So wait, where's this? So there's a sewer duct that way.
It seems a sewer duct. It's the best you can make out of it. It seems like it's more likely like a cell of some kind. Based on you have a very high pass for having a 23, correct?
Yeah, and I'm looking through a scope.
Yeah. So you're kind of getting a
have a
better
big
view of everything, and you can
magnifying
see that it seems to be like you can kind of see it's not necessarily a sewer duct, but it is a cell or like a hallway of some kind.
Okay.
You also are currently seem to be hidden from the two guardians.
For now.
For now.
Can I use my? Can I just like look through my scopes to try and look for where Ruby's shit is?
I'll say no. It's far
Okay.
underground. You would not know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna just stay put. I'm gonna stay hidden.
Okay.
Or I want to be here. I want to be here in case if they need someone to shoot at things for them.
Okay.
But I also do not want to be here.
Okay.
Hey, Aaron,
Fuck what I'm
because
saying.
of
I can run away later.
because of the wonkiness of the grid squares, are these things 40 by 40 feet or 60 by 60 feet?
60 by 60.
Yay.
Why did you even ask? That's terrifying.
I'm gonna stay hidden.
Gargantuan plus.
I'm going to hold my action
Plus.
to dash.
Okay.
In case if things go bad.
Okay. Cool beans. All right. Also, just so you know, Gargantuan does specify that it's that size or larger. So.
Yeah, I know.
Alrighty.
The size gradient breaks with Gargantuan.
It does. All right. That brings us to PJ. You're up.
Same thing. We're heading in stealth.
Hiding in stealth. Okay. I'll say you're continuing to hide. Alrighty.
Yep.
That brings us to Ruby. You're up.
I'm just gonna take a mad dash after Ash. I'm gonna use like my movement.
You got
You're already
scooped
in.
up by
You got scooped up by Kamir.
Kamir.
You're already in.
You can
Can I
use your
see?
turn to look for our stuff. It's somewhere in there.
Can I look for my stuff?
Roll investigation check for me.
I know where my greatsword is, and that's it. I don't know if the rest of the stuff is with it.
26.
26. All right, Ruby. You kind of like look around or kind of feverishly like just scanning the area with your dark vision. You see that kind of at the end of the chamber, maybe 15 feet away, you see that there is seemingly a cage of sorts. And behind it, you can see all sorts of goodies.
I point.
But you do
There.
manage to, what was it, 23?
26.
26. You find your stuff pretty immediately. And you find everyone else's stuff with a 26.
Good. I'm like, is that it?
Like I
Good.
said in Puppy, I'm like, and I'm gonna book it to it.
Okay.
But
All right, you have to use your next turn to grab it and head out.
that's
So-
fine. I will say, be prepared for traps and locks. Is it unlocked or locked?
Seems to be locked, but you haven't really made it there yet, but you assume it probably would be.
I feel like we should take a moment to stay in here until the Driders back off.
The guards able to
Because
get in or no?
No, it's like a small. They can probably reach
I
it.
hope
but like
not.
they're 60 feet tall. I feel like it'd be best if we avoid them.
I agree.
If possible.
I
All
agree.
right, Ruby, is that your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty. That
I
brings
told
us...
them. I told my parents about the dryad, and they're scaring me with spider pictures because I have arachnophobia.
All right, that brings us to the Guardians.
Not as
turn.
strong as Jeremy's, but it does exist.
You see, with their 8 legs, both kind of come over and try to begin to stomp on you, Ash. That is, we have multi-attack. So the first one.
My AC is currently 12.
Okay. Say 10 to hit, the first one.
No.
A 19.
No.
29 to hit.
Yes.
No hit.
Okay.
I don't have my armor on, so my current AC is 12.
Okay. Okay. 14 to hit. Hits. Another 14 to hit. Hits.
Ow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Alright. 6. Okay, that misses.
How many attacks do these things have?
Well, you got 8 legs each.
Oh.
And so 16 attacks in total between the two.
Oh God!
Oh.
I'm
Well,
glad you have.
nice knowing you guys.
I'm glad of all the characters, it's you who has the most health.
I'm rolling shit.
I don't know. Umber might honestly beat me in that regard.
That's true, but you're one of the chunkier lads.
Alright.
Yeah.
It'd be more
Holy.
concerning if I were there.
Alright,
Or
10 of the
Ruby.
attacks fall. 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's my last one? It's okay, I'll just roll one. Oh, 10. Okay.
Where's my
Alright. You take 45 points of bludgeoning damage.
Please tell
Oh,
me you're okay.
almost not, but that could have been far worse.
Yeah, you are scurrying around like a tiny mouse as an elephant is trying to trample on you. You get hit a couple of times, but you keep kind of darting as quickly as you can to dodge out of the way. Alright, that's in the Guardian's turns. Brings us to Umber, you're up.
Okay.
I
So
keep
did I?
reminding. I keep remembering that I forgot to make any healing potions, despite knowing how.
Did I see Khmer and Ash and Ruby all go into the?
The only one you
thing or
haven't
no?
seen make it into it is Ash.
Okay, how far away from it am
He
I?
seems to be. You made it. We don't have 40 feet away. You have 60 feet. You have another like
50
yeah.
from where we were.
Yeah, so you have another 50 feet to go, I believe.
Okay, then I'll dash
Okay.
to get into the.
Right up to Ash. Okay. So with that, your movement is here, and we're go ahead and grab your token. Do you have a token?
I not for Umber. I don't think.
Uh-oh.
Maybe. I don't. I think I do.
That's not good.
Because we did. Yeah, because we had the one combat. There.
We'll go ahead and use.
You did, because we fought with her before.
You did. You know what? For the purposes, because I don't have one, we'll just use this one.
Myriads.
That
Okay.
makes it confusing.
We had a combat with her. She was an NPC at the time,
Yeah.
so was not directly involved.
Yeah. Okay. So you managed to make it up to here. Also, I should go ahead and move these guys. Because they were trampling earlier. Okay. That brings us to Umber. Is that your turn then?
Yeah.
Brings to Ash. You're up.
All right. Moving into the place.
Okay.
Can I make it to? I'm assuming I can see Ruby right next to the
Yes.
cage of stuff. Can I make it to there with my norm 30 feet of movement?
I'll say you just make it into the actual chamber itself. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll give it to you. Yeah, you make it in.
All right.
And you can see there's just a giant kind of bird's cage, just holding a plethora of all sorts of things.
Locked.
Seemingly, we haven't gone up to it and checked though yet.
I don't have the time to check. I'm just gonna.
Okay, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
25.
Okay, you just barely manage to step out of the way. As you attempt to kind of hit it, you see a spider web right from where the lock is as you made contact with it, and almost seemingly would have.
Oh no, I was just trying to like.
No, I'm aware, but as you touched it, I'm saying it unleashed and triggered the trap. But you managed to dart out of the way.
And I still make that attempt.
Go ahead and as you kind of try to hit it, you see that it seems to be magical of some kind. That the enchantment seems, it's not going to break with brute force.
In that case, we'll put some magic behind this. I am going to use a giant's might
Okay.
to become large.
Okay, you become larger, but I used your action to try to break it open. So, alrighty, Ash, is that the end of your turn?
It is a bonus action to use giant's might.
Okay.
So action to attempt to break it.
Yep.
I have advantage on strength checks.
No,
and
you already
saves.
used your action to attempt to hit it before. You just attempted to use it. That's what triggered the trap. Hello? You moved into it. You used your movement to get up to it. You tried to hit it, and you triggered the trap. Trying to hit it was your action. If you want to action surge, you can.
I do not have an action surge left.
Okay. But it's an action to try to hit it open.
Alright.
Alrighty. Is that the
This is taking too much time.
Is that the your turn, Ash?
I guess.
Alright, that brings us to Kamir. You're up.
Okay.
In that case, I'm gonna second win this turn.
Okay.
Instead, to try and get a bit of HP back.
Okay. Kamir, you also know now that the chains are magical based because of Ash's experiment. And you saw that there was a trap that was triggered when it was touched.
Can I, like, at the very least, try to understand how it works, if not, like, try to disable it?
It will be your action to try to decipher how it works.
That's fine.
Okay, go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me.
Natural 20.
You know exactly what spell is necessary in order to break out of this. What's it called? Oh shit, how am I blanking on the name?
Dispel magic.
Dispel magic.
Knock.
There we go, thank you.
Cool. I turn to Ruby and like, can you perform dispel magic right now?
She can't do magic.
I can't do shit.
Well,
I mean, I guess I could, but the issue is that the components. I don't think I have the components for dispel magic. Let me double check. Let me double check on the components.
I have an herbalism kit. Would that help?
Probably not, but give me a second. Let me see, what components do I need? It's just instantaneous, but I don't think I have anything that would allow me to do that. I don't have any like ring of spell saving or anything. Once it's my turn, then I'll like interject. I have an idea.
Okay.
It's
Right, Kamir, is that the your turn?
Dispel. Yes, but I want to say dispel magic just requires vocal and somatic components.
So Ruby, you can cast it.
Yeah.
I could? Okay, I was
Oh my God.
unaware of that. I didn't know how that works, so I'm still.
I was unaware too. That's why I checked. Because
Thank
you would know. Theoretically speaking, you would know.
Yeah, Ruby would know. Okay. Alrighty. That brings us to... I believe... No, Umber's still out, so combat's still in go. Isaac, you're up.
And you also could try using the whip.
I don't want to try shooting these things. I'm not going to mess with that.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna shoot at one, and I'm gonna hide again.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get some pressure off of them. This is why I'm up here. I'm gonna shoot the one.
You're smiling, and I don't like it.
Okay.
What?
Go and roll to hit.
I mean, you know what? I will appreciate it. Because you are hitting those dragons.
Yeah, I gotta get them off my back. Okay. And actually, no, sure, all that shit. Okay, 30... 25 to hit.
25 misses.
Fuck! Taking another shot, I guess.
Okay.
Them too. You know what? Steel D20 it is.
He's been busting out the weighted dice. I see.
Waiting. 29?
29 just barely hits.
Fuck.
Damn.
Okay.
Just barely hits.
And
What?
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of there.
The fuck out is correct.
Okay.
Go.
This is
Go,
bad.
bitch, run.
Okay. So this is Do I get? Is Umber close enough that I get sneak attack?
No.
Okay, that's fine. That is.
I do have polymorph. I don't think it will help, but it's worth it. Something that
8.
I could potentially use on these things.
That is 30. It's still like it's not much. It's 30. 34 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Magic piercing.
Magic piercing. Okay.
Doesn't do anything.
You see, it barely even seems to scratch her. It looks like a bug bite. She kind of pats at it.
I pop out, middle finger,
and looks
and
towards you.
And I'm going to slide down and hide.
Before you get the chance to hide, I'm just gonna go ahead and use one of her legendary actions.
No. You gave her the finger.
Oh wait! I'll need her to roll con save.
Okay.
I need her to roll. I'm remembering this.
26.
Yeah, that succeeds. Okay.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wait, can't she only use a legendary resistance at the end of my turn?
It's something specifically that deals with a legendary action. It's something homebrew.
Okay. Wisdom save is a 21.
21. You just barely managed to succeed. As you can see, a spider crawls seemingly from underneath your skin. As you can see it moving and tries to break out from it, and you begin to feel it almost watching you and trying to attempt to control you.
Hell no!
After you made an attack on it, but you see it crawling on the inside of your skin, and you kind of squeeze at it. As you do, you unleash your hand. It's gone.
Okay. And I'm using the rest of my movement to slide down that roof.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hide.
All right.
I'm hoping it's gonna look for me.
Go roll a stealth check for me.
Natural 20.
You feel really well hidden as you feel the stakes of needing to hide for your life.
Just on the roof.
You feel this weight of life and death rest on this stealth check. And you master every bit of rogue energy that you can to be as hidden as you possibly can.
Okay.
Rogue energy, love that.
All right, that brings us to PJ. You're up.
I need to check in with Mirio again. Mirio, please respond to me. And he's blank. So once again, I can't help you guys because Mirio's being not traumatized and they can't defend themselves. So I have to stay here, and you have 2 members out of the fighting.
All right.
So still stealth.
We're gonna meet you there. I'm gonna convey that information.
My worry is I have to help you guys, and I feel like I need to help you guys, but I can't. I can't abandon these guys.
All right.
No,
That's
don't
fine.
abandon Mirio. Not when
brings
he's
us
in a
to-
train.
Yeah.
This.
We'll be fine.
PJ, is that your turn?
Yep.
This is
Think
Ruby. You're up.
So, now that it's unlocked, can I run in and get my? First off,
You need to
Can
use
I?
this, you need to. He's not unlocked yet.
dispel. That's right. I'm going to dispel magic
Okay.
at.
What level?
I'm not playing any games. I'm gonna do 7th level.
Okay, Ruby, as
I'm
you
not playing a game.
cast out the energy, muttering the arcane words under your breath, you see it unlock and the door open. It's not open.
Can I
to you.
have my? Can I use my? Well, is Ash now in the cave?
Yes.
Ash is now like hidden with us.
Yes, Ash is also in this cell with you.
Okay. Can I take like a bonus action to like look around and see if there's like anything like other than our stuff that's like
I'll
good?
say no. That would have been your action
An
to do that.
action.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Can I
right.
pick up my stuff? Can I pick up my arcane focus?
Yes, I'll allow you to do that.
Okay, I'm
Since
so excited.
you already used investigation check to look for your things before, so you know exactly where it's at. All right.
Perfect.
Ruby's at the end of your turn.
Yes.
That brings us to the Guardian's turn. They're gonna go ahead and try to stomp on the. Actually, no. They're gonna roll to see if they get their breath attacks back.
Awesome.
One of them
Oh,
does.
shit. No.
Fuck.
Umber, can I please have a Constitution saving throw, please?
Pretty clean.
You have to. Okay.
I have my spell book back.
Okay.
Life is
That
grand.
is a 17.
17 fails.
Shit.
You take.
Are they trying to breathe?
Oh,
On-
wait,
Yes.
hold on. Is it
Hold on.
psychic damage?
It's not psychic damage.
Okay, it's halved. Because I have
It is-
resistance to all damage.
It is poison damage. It is.
Okay.
I believe when you're in a rage, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
That's the aspect of the beast.
Oh, there we go.
It's I also have the infernal constitution feat
Okay.
that gives me resistance to cold and poison.
Is it infernal
I believe you have to be a. I believe you need to be a tiefling to have that feat.
Oh, okay, my
Yeah.
bad.
You're okay.
I mean, it should still work because of your
I still have the
feature.
feat. The class feature.
Yeah. So it's fine. I'll allow it.
Umber can be spicy if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Divided by 2, you take 91 points of poison damage.
91.
Yes.
Halved.
So that 91 is already halved.
I know, I said that's halved.
Yeah. All right, and that brings us to the leg attacks. 2,
Please don't hit me, please.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's a natural 20. What is your AC?
Me?
Yeah.
16.
16. Okay. 1,
I'm so fucked, you guys. Like, I'm actually gonna be down.
3.
Where are? Wait, I'm gonna ask. Where are you? I should look at the map.
Okay, so 5 of those are gonna hit you, and one of them is a natural 20.
Oh God, yeah. Just make a
Right.
dash towards the
I'm gonna be
the
down.
hole. Hopefully, if you can.
Alright.
If not, I will try to help. I have a ranged thing that can like bring you back at
Alright.
one.
You take 31 points of bludgeoning damage. Which I believed, you half that because you're raging currently, right?
16.
So you take 16 points.
Are you still there?
I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
Alright. Umber's not looking so hot.
How much damage was that?
Halved 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. In total?
In total, yes, because you got it was like 31 and you half.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. That brings us to, that's the end of the Guardian's turn. Umber, you're up.
Okay.
You see your friends have slid under the, underneath, and you have these two gargantuan driders barreling down towards you.
I'm gonna go with them.
Okay.
Is this me?
Yes.
Okay.
You will provoke an opportunity attack as you move.
Okay. Can I...
Actually, no, wait. She tried. Never mind. She used her. Never mind. You can't because one of them already used their all-seeing eye.
Okay. Cool. That's 20. Okay. So am I out?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
All right. And with that, with everyone seemingly hidden for a moment, as the driders are barreling down from the outside, you see the ceiling is crumbling slightly with every step that they take. The smell of blood in the air. PJ, you cower in an alleyway, distance away, with Ander and Muriel. Isaac, you hold your breath, hiding for dear life. And Ruby, Kamir, Ash, and Umber, you desperately try to find your things. And with the party separated, and unsure of what's to come next, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.